Play first. Yes, we'll keep this. Okay. Probably going to bottom any land I see. Rock will keep because it's one of our best creatures, despite not having the second white for it yet. I think we're keeping busy enough where ideally we'll find it at some point. Trinketeer and Rock are really nice together too. Every time you make a servo, you get another energy. Okay, self-assembler, so I guess we'll just play the... I could just make a servo, but I want to get the lifelinker online here, so we're going to play the Marauder. Okay, perfect draw there. So we've got some options. We can play Assembler, we can play Rock. I guess Rock is best to play first because then you start building the energy and getting in. So I think we're actually going to do Rock first here. Not the best use of mana, but the way that we want to progress, I think Rock makes the most sense. So we'll see if our opponent scries. Puts a card on top, sure. So our opponent's stealing our thing, and I can't... It's only creatures I control. All right, well, probably going to have to end up blowing up my own Aetherstorm Rock, but that's all right. All right, we'll take 2. So, play the Assembler, drain our opponent for 1. Can't attack with the Marauder, so we'll pass. Next turn, I'll blow up the Rock, and we can start ideally swinging our opponent down here. So, opponent uses Theorist, and they put a card on top. Okay, so I guess another option I could have done was use the Trinketeer and then blow up the Rock and then attack. But I feel like I would... All right, so our Trinketeer is probably just going to die now, I'm assuming. Yeah, all right. So I never got an activation off on our Trinketeer, but that's all right. We're still in pretty good shape. So I think we just go Assembler number 2, blow up Rock, and guess we just blow up Rock now. Swing with Marauder and Assembler. Play a second Assembler. So next turn we can, I don't know, Wisp-Weaver Angel, but we don't have anything to blink. If I blink my opponent's construct, I believe it just goes back under their control. Although sometimes it like permanently becomes yours. I don't know how that works exactly. Under its owner's control. Okay, so it would go back to my opponent. Another shrewd negotiation. Jeez. All right. So I can play the Enthusiast, and that gives us a good Wisp-Weaver Angel blink target, but I don't even know if I want to mess around with that. If I swing with everything, my opponent kills a P-Foul, blocks the construct, and takes 6. They would technically die next turn to a Wisp-Weaver Angel Marauder attack, so that might just be worth it. Swing with everything, block here, take 6, go to 5, play an Angel, and then make our opponent deal with everything. Otherwise, I can just attack with Marauder and Assembler, which might just be better. They trade that off, and we're left with a P-Foul and a Construct, but our opponent's at 9 life instead of 6. Or instead of, is it 5? Yeah, they'd be at 5. I feel like going for the attack where they die next turn is probably the wisest idea. It's going to make them deal with our stuff. All right, we'll attack with everything. So they can eat the P-Foul. Like I said, if they take 6, I feel like it's enough pressure next turn with this Wisp-Weaver Angel where it's good news for us. And this works really well for me too, because we still have lethal next turn, right? Or I guess we're 1 short of lethal. Well, not, I mean, depends on what my opponent does, I guess, but we're going to play the Angel here, definitely. There's nothing worth blinking, but we'll blink the, I guess, the Marauder to have it be untapped. If only I had counters to put on it. So yeah, the reason I'm not doing setup with the Enthusiast and the Wisp-Weaver is I just want to kill my opponent, yeah. We actually, okay, they didn't have anything there, so they didn't even have a blocker. So our opponent's playing blue-red, multiple shrewd negotiations. I'm not sure I can do anything about that. If we had an acrobatic maneuver, that would be ideal. But we don't. So I guess I don't have any sort of protection I can do against that. Shrewd negotiation's just going to happen, I guess. All right. Yeah, this hand will do. We're on the draw. We have both colors. We can play a removal. We need to draw lands, but this hand could pan out well. All right, Construct's actually a good draw. Lets us scry away any non-land cards. So still probably going to scry away any non-land card. Yeah, I'm still going to bottom it. Like, I like the Pioneer, but we are not desperate, but we definitely want to hit our spells in a timely manner here, so let's just go for that 4th land. Air of Innovation's a good card. Trinketeer's a good rip, too. Too bad you're not a servo. Could have buffed you up. Okay, so probably just die young that. Easy enough. Does not make as good of use of mana, but Privileges deals with more things, so I think it just makes sense. So get him for 5. So they can't pay for the Era of Innovation. I guess that's good. But they did kill our Trinketeer. The same way they killed it the first time around, too. For the low, low cost of 5 mana. But effective. Got our 4th land on an important turn to get it. So we get to go Ibex here. Second tidy conclusion. I mean, it's useful. I really would like to draw a 5th land, though, so I can go Self-Assembler, but then they can swap for it. I'm actually going to keep the conclusion. It might seem odd to you, but I kind of don't mind drawing another premium removal spell here. We have way more cards in hand than our opponent. And I kind of get the impression they're going to take this and then trade for my Ibex. And then I'll just have to revoke privileges my own Ibex. I assume, well, maybe not. Okay. It's actually, I guess, not that big of a deal. So, malfunction, okay. I mean, we have the Artificer in our deck too, which is kind of nice. That was a good draw. So now we can go Assembler, get that nice Assembler value. Basically the only real piece of card advantage in our deck. So our opponent's going to be able to draw 3 more cards due to the innovation. And, all right. So they can even trade their Puzzle Knot for my Assembler as well. I got to read Shrewd Negotiation quick. I'm pretty sure... We'll put that on top, actually. I'm pretty sure that you need both targets for it to resolve. Okay, so both targets need to be there or else it won't happen. So I think for that reason alone, I'm just going to play the Angel and blink our Ibex. So we'll, I guess, smash first. So they can Shrewd Negotiation, we can kill our own Angel, and then still smash for lethal. So we just, I guess it's not GG's just yet, but we drew exceptionally well this game, which did a lot of work for us. So how much mana do I have? I have 7. 1 short of playing both of these, but that's all right. So kill our own Angel. All right, opponent concedes. So yeah, this just stark contrast to match number 1. We drew exceptionally well and was able to get in there. I didn't think there was anything too wrong with my opponent's deck. Maybe a bit slow, but yeah, we had exceptional draws and won, and match 1 we didn't. So there you have it. We'll see you for round 3.